me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary.
Soaring high.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Alec, good stuff there. Makes a good point. Taking a look at some numbers here for OG Anunoby.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. Barnes is down low with Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. Herder and Hunter fill out the wings. And it's Young in at the 1. Atlanta gets it back. Goes back up. Here's Capella. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
It's a joy to watch how active Capella is on offense, fighting for the boards and saving that play.
Van Vliet against Young. From the baseline. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for you young players to learn what the NBA is all about. So giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans, might be the smart move.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Shot from the wing. And it's Toronto with a rebound. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
They never really got into a rhythm despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Pass to Herder. Young against Siakam. Launches it. Here's Collins. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. The drive by Siakam. Hunter with some nice D.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And dominating at a mid-major university. Some scouts question Siakam's level of competition during the 2016 draft process, especially since his numbers were so good.
And so here is Toronto following the score by Atlanta. Capella against Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. This one for 3. Sinks it from distance. Van Vliet's got 5 points. Also affecting Siakam's draft stock, huh? He was 3 or 4 years older than many of his peers.
Well, what's interesting is that player evaluation has become such a science. But sometimes the variables can lead you astray, and you have to go by the eye test. Siakam was in that cohort.
Now here's Van Vliet. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Anunoby finds Barnes to the paint. And a two-handed jam!
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Atlanta's gone 1 for 5 from deep in this first, struggling from that area. Fires from the corner. No good, a bit long that time.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pass to Trent. Van Vliet on the wing, guarded by Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Van Vliet.
To counter the size deficiency, Van Vliet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Just 2 for 8 shooting early on. Maybe that hoop will help build some momentum.
Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And he's coming off a breakout season. Fred VanVleet is now at times a #1 scoring option. His improvement year to year has been something to watch.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Wright. Bogdanovich on the wing. From the arc. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Toronto trailing from going undrafted to signing an $85 million contract. Van Vliet has not taken his foot off the gas.
Tremendous work ethic, BA. Always focused. He has range now, and you love watching him use his body and skill to convert at the rim.
Now here's Williams. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. 18 feet out. And that one hits the back iron.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Atlanta's gone only 2 of 6 from the three-point line in this first quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Precious Achiuwa picks one up. You know, by the time Bogdan Bogdanovich arrived in the NBA, he was already a well-seasoned pro, Grant.
Yeah, he had an impressive run in a number of European leagues, amassing a ton of awards and championships. So he definitely knew what he was getting into when he came stateside to play with the rest of the best.
Flynn, he's checked in for Toronto. Van Vliet, the pass to Achiuwa. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Flynn. Here's Mikhailuk. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Three-pointer. Toronto the rebound. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Birch. He's covered by Gallinari. Here's Flynn. Goes up again. And scoring with a play inside is Birch.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raptors out in front, up 1. And we'll get things started. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Danilo Gallinari out there with John Collins. Then there's Lou Williams. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Achiuwa with the dunk.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Wright with the ball. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Gallinari for 3. Drops in the 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And it's Van Vliet off the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Van Vliet's got 9 points.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Here's Gallinari. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Flynn, hounded by Wright. It's 2-on-1. Williams from long range. And the Hawks with another 3.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Van Vliet, the pass to Young. Back to Van Vliet. Going inside. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, BA, I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not not exactly compatible.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. Launches a three. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Outside Young. Clock at 4. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
The Hawks leading. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Give him 8 points now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Siakam, the pass to Young.
You know, the longtime veteran Thaddeus Young has changed this game. He's becoming more of a point forward, and he has thrived in that role.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
Here's Young. Blocked!
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Here's Flynn, guarded by Young. Pass to Barnes. Trent outside. Over Williams. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Smitty, as you alluded to, the passing number really climbed.
They are starting to use him in a lot of those short roll sets. He has great chemistry with his guards. It could be a brand new version of how Thaddeus Young is going to play going forward.
Here's Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Young. Pulls it from the corner. Outside Williams. Tries again. And there's Collins on the assist from Williams. And now an 8-point Atlanta lead.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Here's Siakam. Second chance effort. And the shot goes. Siakam's got his second basket of the game.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Timeout called. The Hawks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Flynn. And Young gets it to go.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
VanVleet misses. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. And the Hawks with another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
It's good.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Herter. No good. Excellent D there from Siakam. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Anunoby. Not going to go that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. It's stolen by Trent. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
That's a good way to shrink the deficit. Strong defense turns into easy offense.
Pass to Hunter. The kick out to Young. Now here's Capella. And the layup is good off the glass. Capella's got 6.
An intimidator himself, Capella's not shying away from a little contact.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Hawks. 11 points in the quarter. He's on.
Trae.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They found a nice groove in the second quarter, running out to an 8-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
They were getting after it on the glass, like wild and nice edge, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody...
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Toronto trailing. So for Toronto right now, Barnes is down low with Siakam. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Back to Trent. Shoots. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Offensive rebound. Outside Young. There's the triple. Back to Herter. Outside Young. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. And the slam dunk by Capella.
So many of the points Capella scores are out of the pick and roll.
And for Toronto, they're shooting it at 52%.
A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. Clint Capella might be the best in the league at rim running.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. After he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there. And Toronto calls time here. Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter, Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Siakam, no good.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Young against Van Vliet. Right side Young. Kept alive. Left side Herter. Anunoby against Collins. Clock at 6. There's Young with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Young's got 19 points.
Look at the range Trae has. He can make those deep shots look so easy.
And Siakam with the slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Hunter on the wing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Capella. Outside Young. Fires the three. Another three for Atlanta.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Van Vliet on the wing. And he lays it up and in.
Timeout.
Van Vliet's got 13 points.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Hard to think of a player who's transformed more than Van Vliet. Undrafted, spent some time in the G League. Now he's a primary catalyst for his team.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu checks in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Williams is checked in for Herter. And Wright subbed in for Young. Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Boucher comes in for Barnes. Here's Williams, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. A true all-around talent. Van Vliet gives you the big things and all the little things as well, Grant.
Well, you talk about the points, the assists, but look at the rebounding and the steals and the charges he takes. I mean, he's a glue guy and a star.
Gallinari against Young. Gallinari inside. Shoots over Young. And he can't bank that one in. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Baseline try. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Outside Gallinari. Elbow shot on the way. And that one good. Gallinari's got his third basket on the night right there.
Even though Gallinari's not a high flyer, his height helps from mid-range.
Van Vliet with it. Now Wright defending. And Wright with the defensive effort. Now the Hawks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Gallinari. The three. Another three for Atlanta.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Toronto shooting a disappointing 38%. Time called here. The Raptors decide to talk it over.
When you look back at the 2010s, we had some monster trades in the NBA. Danilo Gallinari was part of 2 of them. First in 2011, he was sent from New York to Denver in the Carmelo Anthony deal.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Mikhailuk comes in for Trent. Here's Mikhailuk. Lays it up and banks it in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And the second major deal Gallo was a part of. Smitty, the trade sending Paul George from OKC to the Clippers.
Yeah, it was Gallo and SGA. 5 first-round picks going from the Clips to the Thunder back in 2019. We keep seeing Danilo moved in these blockbuster trades because he's a unique talent at 6'10" with a shooting ability out this world.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Bogdanovich. The three is up. And it's Toronto with a rebound. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Boucher, no good. Atlanta's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Lets the three fly. They get the rebound. Outside Hunter. Outside Bogdanovich. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Bogdanovich has got 7.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
What I like about OG Anunoby for a young player, he's not pushing to do more than they want him to do.
And so it's Atlanta up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Van Vliet, Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 8 rebounds in the game. And it's Herder penetrating over Achua, and the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herder does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Capella. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
One other thing, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they've had it going.
Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Achua.
Has always been a tremendous defender, in my opinion, and he knows he's going to knock down his free throws. But now Fred VanVleet has emerged as a terrific all-around scorer. He can pretty much do it all.
There's Young with the 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Pass to Mikhailuk, 3-pointer. Hits the 3-pointer.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Herder. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, this is what they want from Herder. Be assertive and make plays.
Trent, he's checked in for Mikhailuk. And good on the second, so he makes them both. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that dunk.
Young against Van Vliet. The baseline J. Rebounded by Birch.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Here's Trent driving inside, and he banks in the layup.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. To the right side. Collins passes to Young. Collins inside. He's guarded by Birch. Collins, no good. Toronto has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Siakam. They get it back. Capella with the defensive effort. Young against Van Vliet. Young inside. Chalk up 2 there. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Whether it's on the drive or from the outside, Trae Young is a problem, a dangerous scorer.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Birch. Hey, rejected by Capella. And we're going to have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition's sails.
So it's Atlanta now. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Pass to Herder. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 20.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Converts the pass to Trent. Van Vliet outside. Over Collins. Toronto the rebound. And it's Birch missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Timeout called, the Raptors. With efforts to grow the game in Europe and Asia and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. How do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Count the basket.
Fred Van Vliet is staying locked in. He's confident going to the floater when given the chance.
There's Young with the three. Another three for Atlanta.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. A line change here for Toronto.
For the Raptors.
Atlanta on D. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. That three's off the mark. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions. Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hawks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
After coming away with this W, this will give them 42 wins on the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Trae Young.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And again, Toronto no good. So it's Atlanta now. From deep. And he can't get that one. Here's Mikhailuk. Hunter with some nice D. Outside Herter. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they...
Trae, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trae. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next
aiming. I learned to do gymnastics. Now I've been jumping in